We technically beat Battletoads last night, but it's bothering me that I had to use the rewind function for something that was kind of BS, and I can't really explain why I died there. But the other day, my friend and my motivational coach, I would say, Nicholas D, told me that it doesn't count as a victory if you cheated and had to use the rewind. So I'm gonna stream this game until I beat it. It might take me a few streams, but we're going to legitimately beat Battletoads. Also, no reps today because you guys were so generous last night and you totally killed me. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy New Year. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Battletoads. We got so far into it last night before I had to do any sort of rewinding or save scumming. Probably 15 seconds from the final boss. I went to go grab onto a pole that is sticking out of the level in the final level, the Revolution. And you're supposed to hang from that pole as a wind-blowy enemy tries to blow you off the stage. But when I jumped up to grab the pole, I just fell right through it. Not really sure why that happened. The hitboxes are a little janky, and that's pretty much all you can say to explain it. Let's see, a one-shot is right. Ken, Wahoo Luigi. Third Musketeer is foist. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, so I just want to be able to say that I beat this game with no save states or rewind. And I already feel a little sluggish today. So hopefully we can do it. And then this guy, I think, well, I missed him. That enemy who can fly, if you just hit him down the hole, he will die there. Oh, okay. Not doing great right now. This might be a reset, actually. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. That one is actually a reset. I tried to punch him there, but apparently I went to go pick up the pole. Even though it seemed like I was really far away from it. Snoogans, what's going on? I am already on tilt, everybody. Oh, no. That's not good. We can do it, though. We can do it if I lock in. Okay, I feel like dash attack is harder for me today for some reason. Last night, the controls felt crispy. Could have grabbed the pole there, but I did it wrong. Why does he go to pick him up there? I don't love that. Any fun glitches to show us today? Third Musketeer, none that I haven't showed off already. Boom. Okay, got the headbutt there. That's fine. Gonna eat two of these flies. Okay, that's a consistent kill if you... knowing that guy is gonna pop out of the wall. Oops, that wasn't a kill. This is, though. If you just, jump past where he's going to spawn... That's bad. Why am I missing there? If you jump past where he's going to spawn and then just, whack him to the left, you can easily get a boot or a headbutt on that gray pig. Oh boy, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, tiny cat. I think I woke him up. Oh yeah, sometimes if you just get hit while you're holding this little rock, you can, you throw it as you get knocked down. Let's see if it works here. Got him. Oh, that killed me, though. Alright, maybe I didn't want to do that. I thought it would only do 2 health. How much health did I have there? Gesundheit, says Slice Death Strike. Bless you, Karma. Also, hi, Tiny Cat. Yeah, welcome, everybody. Alright, I lost a life, and that was stupid, but I will get to 10 lives at some point, I'm pretty sure. Which is the maximum, so it's not gonna matter that much. Can definitely make up for it on this stage. If you're good at juggling the birds, which I'm not. Oops. I'm playing way worse than I was last night, and that's a bad sign, Kraken. Game's FPS makes the game impossible on later levels unless you play on a CRT TV, I heard. Kraken, I made it, like, pretty much all the way to the final boss and then died to something that was basically the equivalent of me falling through a platform. I don't want to grab this. What? Alright, well I gotta level up on points. Or I'm sorry, I got a 1-up on points there. But I didn't get, like, the 1-up from juggling the bird. Heard that rumor too. Klinger Winger requires a CRTV. Yes, a CRT TV. You know what? I thought it was gonna be a lot harder too, but I was able to do it first try. First and third try, I should say. So 2 out of 3 is pretty darn good for such a difficult level. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, it's way easier to do this when you don't have this sword thing. There we go. I got the 1-up. And in here, I'm just gonna go fast. Wait. This is the one where you want to hit the bird. Don't hit those plants just yet. Dang it! Ba-ba! And then maybe here you get another good chance. The birds only do 1 damage to you, which is good. Yep. That could have been bad. Alright, that's the end of the level, though. I think it's more of a dagger, considering he's holding it in reverse grip. Well, he kind of swings it forward, though. Right on. They must have fixed it. Or I heard bad info, then. Did you hear that about the Nintendo Switch Online version, Kraken? Hey, let's reset this reps counter. We did, yet again, over 1,000 reps last night. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna get rid of it today. Because I should take a day off from the exercise anyway. That was a few years ago. I remember feeling kind of that way when I was emulating. Oops. Yeah, you don't want these enemies to bunch up like that. That guy did a whole headbutt combo to no one. Dagger. No rep counter today, eh? Not this time. Maybe we could do squats. Christmas Part 2. We got him so hard he needed a day off. Ghostface. I thought you playing Sonic games. This is Battletoads for the NES. Very similar to Sonic in that you go fast. Turbo Tunnel, I always fall through the platform when you have to jump without a ramp. Yeah, so who here played this when they were younger and got stuck on the Turbo Tunnel? I remember when I was younger, I was kind of a D-bag to some of my younger friends who kept dying on the Turbo Tunnel. We were playing 2 players, and, like, I guess I didn't realize that, like, video games are just hard for some people. But in this game, when you play 2 players, if one player dies, you both go back to the checkpoint. To the previous checkpoint. Jared Norquist says me. No shame in that. You know when there's like a pause between one obstacle and the next, that they're gonna try to do something tricky, right? So they put a wall in the very middle there. Cross streams. Turbo Tunnel always easy for me, says Kraken. Yeah, when I was a kid, I died on it a couple times, and then, like, after that, I had it memorized, so it wasn't that big of a deal, actually. But yeah, this part does require some precision. Almost messed it up. You can probably get in front of those walls before they drop. So how many vibes is $2 worth since we're not doing reps? Oh, we're doing double vibes today, Dagger? Loved this game as a kid, but it did not love me. Yeah, so cross streams, like last night, at some point, like basically what really got me last night, or what got me to finally use the rewind feature, was like toward the end. I might have had no continues left, and I was like at the very end of the fungeon. And I went to jump up to grab onto like a pole that extends out the wall, and that's what you're supposed to do. But for some reason, my toad just did not grab it, and I'm not quite sure what happened there. I will admit that I hate those ice blocks. Yeah, kind of the trickiest enemy. Now you can grab the ice block here and use it against this wall, and it goes much faster than waiting for these snowballs. My long-term memory is amazing. I still know my high school Spanish. My short-term memory, however, is not good enough to memorize Turbo Tunnel. Still can't get it. Yeah, it's hard to memorize when, you're on a speeder bike. Snowball to the face. Thought I had enough time. Game has some janky hitboxes sometimes. I feel like especially on the last level with the scenery rotating there, well, there I feel like I accidentally inputted a dash. Alright, doing significantly worse than we were doing pretty much all of yesterday. Because I died twice before level 6. On this run so far. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure... Like, my first death was, like, pretty far into the game. For both of my runs, I would say. I think most people just get too anxious and get that fight or flight feeling and it throws off their focus. It happens to me in skee-ball sometimes. This guy could just walk by. Yeah, I feel like often when I'm adjusting my position on a platform, the game will register a run input, which is double tap in either direction. Not to mention these platforms are icy and slippery. What was that one with the brown ice? What was that about? That surprised me. Because I did a short tap of the A button and I did a long jump there. Okay. Yeah, you don't need a big jump. Doing way worse this playthrough. That's okay. That's okay. I just need to step it up on the final level. SGR47 said hi. You totally didn't hit that spike. Yeah, so Kraken, I feel like in this game, your Toad's hurt box skews a little bit behind him. So, like, your face can touch the spikes and it's fine. But if, like, if 1 pixel away from the back of your head hits the spikes, then you die. Oop! No reason to do this. Spaceboarding time. And stay up here. Oh, I hopped over that log. That was lucky. I guess that's a thing you can do. Alright. Getting some lives back, though. Yeah, that's what happened. Just want to show you what happens if you get stuck in this thing. It starts draining your health a little bit, and your Toad, like, struggles. But then as soon as it leaves the screen, you survive again. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Silvala, what's going on? I can't eat some tasty flies up here. Alright, I feel like it helps to be toward the top of the screen here. Just because it's easier to grab your stick. That was close. Woke up angry. I was right. Feeling better now. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Love how Karma recognizes y'all's name still. Said, Dajir Afikile? I'm funny sometimes too, Dagger. Yeah, I think you don't want to use that trick, actually. That weird glitch on this part of the surfing. Because you might just land on a landmine. They're not landmines. They're clearly in the water. But if you land on them, they're land-on mines. That was tough. Gave me a tough pattern there. That was tough, too. He struggles, though, Dagger. Everyone does. Selvala, it's okay. Actually, some people don't. Some people were born billionaires. Some people have other people do their struggling for them. Alright, dying isn't a big deal on this level if you've collected the 1-up. Because it respawns when you die and go back to the last checkpoint. I'm well aware of how funny you are, Karma. It's why I hang around, along with a soothing voice and respectable character traits. Yes, such as the blindness. And the punching. Oops. I was not paying attention. I just don't do digital currency to get that fancy green name. Yeah, Kraken, you were talking about how you're like a cash kind of guy. Cash only, no credit. Yeah, if you fall off, you just wait for the next bus, basically. Hang around for funny glitches. Yeah, Third Musketeer, those are the best glitches. The ones that are, like, pointless, but, like, real silly. How many Musketeers are there? Also, a Musketeer implies that they use, like, a musket, right? Like, they use, like a blunderbuss or some sort of gun that uses a musket ball, right? But the Musketeers are known for their swordplay and their fencing. That's a warp zone. I'm not doing warps. Trooper. Hardly Nooper. Happy New Year. Do they ever use guns? And are they quick guns? Like my friend Quick Guns, who was here last night, and it was nice. Whoa! Controller did something weird there. Or my thumb did something weird. Couldn't quite tell. Yeah, I'm a little twitchy, I think, from yesterday. Watched his shorts for a few years, but started catching the live streams maybe 5 months ago. Became a member after the first month. Because I wanted to make myself comfortable and stick around. Hey, Dagger, you're a legend around these parts. And probably some other parts, too. Yeah, I did like a weird jump on the third one there. There, I didn't jump at all. Okay, yeah, so the thing is happening here where, like, I was doing so good at all the easy parts yesterday. But now the easy parts are difficult for me today. This is not the hard part of the snake level. That one you don't need to jump. You can just dash forward. Excuse me. Alright, fast snack here, I believe, right? Wub, 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 wub. That's what snakes sound like. It didn't dash. I am just wasting lives here, which bodes well, right? Or like toads well. Karma, I'm working on a new project and I need a cacophony of voices saying Dagger. Can I use clips of your voice from the streams for that? Yeah, hell yeah. Dagger! Dagger? Hardly newer. Do you have one of that? You have one of those? Do you have one saying Dagger hardly newer? Put that at the very end of the album. It'll be funny. According to a guy who is sometimes funny. And is currently playing Battletoads. Oh my god, I forgot what game I was playing as I said I was playing Battletoads. At some point, I will begin to pay attention, I promise you. Okay, we can always do the trick where we farm lives in level 8, I guess. I don't know how I didn't get hit by the spikes there. Yeah, I guess you can stick your whole body into the spikes. As long as it's not the back end of your body. Alright, this one fast. And then there's only that one spike to avoid. Next one, though, multiple spikes. There we go. Anyone else think it would be cool to watch Karma play Celeste? You know, I have that Third Musketeer, and me and Genevieve B played a little bit of that game. It's fun. I should stream that. Never aware you could jump through them from below, so that's probably what my problem was. I have so many other problems, too. Happy New Year to everybody, says Tommy G. And Glyph, yeah, weird spike hitbox. Oh my gosh, I've done that so many times. Alright, we made it. Okay, and I know I mention this every time, but you're not supposed to beat the level this way. You're supposed to, like, start to climb. You're supposed to fall down from that platform that he makes, start to climb up, then disengage, and then land on him as he comes down into the left. But waiting until the end of the snake at that first little plateau that he makes, and then jumping to the right, actually skips part of the level. There's supposed to be more snakes after that. I despise this level of... Jerry Hudson, welcome. Frank Hines, or is it Hins? How do I pronounce your name? Never really gave Battletoads an honest try. It's fun. It's pretty brutal. But, like, I do love the variety of the levels, I gotta say. I love late-stage NES games where the devs really started exploiting the hardware. Swami Alan Mello said hi. Hey, welcome. Just noticed your shirt. The Rowdy Rough Boys. Hell yeah. And the Mojo Jojo. And, really? Well, it looked pretty good to me. I don't know. I feel like last night I was able to get here without losing a life. You don't have to dash attack those guys. It's like technically safer to do that. Oh. Whoa! That guy did my entire life bar in damage. I don't know why that happened, actually. That's like another thing I can't quite explain. Like, I feel like I dash attacked that guy, but the game was just like, nope, that time. Even though it worked every other time, you know what I mean? I think... Swami, I don't know what you're saying there, but it seems like you're saying this game's not easy to beat. Howdy, but I have a big jar of M&M's, says Lord Toast. This part can be annoying. Yeah, that last one was actually pretty hard. Then we got some fireballs going on here. I am gonna hang out around here, because there's a one-up that shows up. Like 2/3 up the screen. This level actually really bothers my eyes. But again, like I was saying last night, I think, like, if you want to make this level easier, just abuse the pause. And that makes it so much easier to react to anything that's on screen. Plus you hear this amazing sound every time you pause. Also, I think these missiles can't hit you. I think the missiles that go upwards can't hit you if you're at the bottom of the screen. That's what it really seemed like, just there, and there. Like, those pretty much went through me, did they not? I was trying to get hit there. At least that's what it looked like. That was closer than it needed to be. Yeah, you do avoid the one-up that way, but... I was on my back foot there. Okay. Okay. I was way too late there. And I felt it too. Cupid punch! What am I doing wrong? I need to start going down and back sooner. There we go, okay. Okay, it's not that hard, but you have to be paying attention, which is something that's hard for me. The Gargantua won't be a pushover, wart bodies. Thanks, Dark Queen. Save me the tea! Just beat what I think is the third boss in Super Metron. Hell yeah. Cheese rockets. Pause farts. That's right, Selvala. Bah. Got me a stick, everyone. What? That stick is not as good as mine! Alright, let's farm some lives. You have to do this 50 times to get 100,000 points. Hey, tiny cat. Hold on, I gotta pet this cat, everyone. Got the space jump and I don't know where the screw attack is. Sammy the Tanuki? I can't help you out off the top of my head without, looking at a map, which anyone could do anyway. Third Musketeer, that one was Tiny Cat. Tiny Cat's the one with the mustache. Let's get one more. Don't worry, I'm exploring for it. Is that what DW stands for? Don't worry. I've never seen that abbreviation. Yo, Oxy Montana, Happy New Year. Also, anyone I missed in the chat? Welcome. It's one of those games that you die if you look away, and that's what's happened many times. Those balls don't even look like they're rotating. Maybe they're not. feel like gravity affects them in a way that most things aren't affected. Like, look how fast they fall. Bop. Not sure how that happened, but let's get out of here. I am missing my stick, which is bad. Okay, so I learned from You Can Beat Video Games that if you just hold the A button here, you'll bounce like floatier than normal. So if you hold the A button and then just go to the right to bounce, oh, I'm sorry, to the left when you bounce, it's like an easier and more reliable way to grab that one up. That was bad. That's the second time I've done that where I just stood up into the electricity. Dan Lowe. Kraken, what? Don't worry, Darkwing Duck. Yeah, DW. You suck, bro, says Slop Enjoyer. Yeah. My content could be, admittedly, a lot sloppier. I could use some, like, garbage AI, you know? I'm sure that would appeal to you. As an enjoyer of slop. Bro, you're great, says Gouda Guy. Hey, thanks. Yeah, no, it's okay that that other guy is, like, wrong. Some people just wrong. Hey, Slop Enjoyer. You want to hang out? You know. And be nice and friendly. I'm sure you'll have a good time. Got him. Oh, I forgot to turn around. Happens. I'm gonna wait for this guy to slop his way over here. Lol, TTs always makes for garbage streams. TTs? I don't know, I'd watch a stream of those. Oh, thank you, Ninja. I don't know if that was necessary. That guy seemed harmless. Oh, TTS, text-to-speech. Whoa! My controller registered a dash input there. That was stupid of me. I should stop talking and pay attention during certain parts of this game. And now this upcoming part is going to be tougher. There, you need to dash, I think. Alright, yeah, no, I kind of screwed myself. I have had the toughest time lately with being on autopilot. Like that, I could have timed better. And I knew it, too. Speedrun? Yo, Kusing Stum. No, just trying to beat the game without using rewind, because I had to do a little bit of that last night. Oh yeah, this one's awkward. If you just stand still, there's no danger of you falling off the platform, because that gap doesn't extend all the way to the walls there. That may have been my opportunity. One more. No, not yet. There it is. I think you might be able to jump from that trampoline high enough to get gassed by the gas there. So sometimes you want to jump a little bit higher to to get vision of that gas emitter. I could have juggled in there. Oh. My dash attack didn't register. Well, that was greedy. That was greedy of me, and I knew it. Oh. So was that. I just need to not get desperate. Oh, come on! It didn't register my dash input there. Alright. Today might not be the day, everyone. I am playing significantly worse than I was yesterday, the Dapper Toad. Love this game, gotten pretty good at it. I could have beaten it last night without using any sort of rewind. But then a thing that I couldn't explain happened, and I died, and I got really frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm taking that one back. The game did some BS, so I will too. Ever thought of getting those NES Joy-Cons? Yeah, same with the Tanuki. I have those. The inputs on them are not, like, I just feel like Nintendo-made products, like the official Nintendo controllers, are not as good as this third-party one. Get a drink in you. Seems to help in Street Fighter 2. Honestly, I feel like it does. Some people say chew gum and it helps you concentrate better. I honestly think that would work for me, because I'd be talking less. Sucks that Rare rushed the arcade one. What exactly are you talking about? Jerry H. They aren't, says Muppet Mower. Nintendo controllers aren't great products? Is that what you mean? Were you agreeing with the thing I just said? I already forgot what we were talking about. New Year's Jolt! Yo, Deep Ray G, welcome! Alright, no need to dash here, actually. You can make it just fine. Arcade Battletoads was supposed to have at least one extra level. They had to cut some content. I always wondered, like, what Secret of Mana would be like if they didn't have to cut the content. I feel like there I did the exact same thing I had done all day yesterday, but that time I died. Yeah, that jump is kind of tricky to make. Got an extra life for hitting that fish. Did I bait him there? Got a little lucky there, I think. Just gotta hope that nothing spawns from that hole. Fighting that guy in that tunnel isn't that dangerous. I might go for the one up here, but it's tough because there are two sharks coming up. Maybe that one's not that hard to get. If I just remember where the spikes are. You saw that, right? I, like, waited to react until I was under the lip of that tube, so to speak. This music, though. Yeah, I always like this track. They use it in 2 levels in this game. Sammy the T. I need to move this light, I think. Guys, we streamed like 4.5 hours last night, so... if I seem a little tired today on January 1st, after going to bed at like 2 a.m., I couldn't tell you why. Was I holding a rope there? What was that about? Alright, that fish will sometimes just swim away. Let's bait this guy to the left. And then I think you probably want to hit him here, yeah. I'm nervous that that shark can actually bite me through the wall if I go all the way to the left. But I don't think there's any reason to go all the way to the left. GG Ness says, I love this game. Used to play it in my childhood with my cousin. We never beat it. We only. There might be more to that comment later. If you think you can do it, you should try the rat race skip. Oh yeah, it's tough to pull off because you have to either anticipate the position of the falling rat, or get lucky, or react crazy fast. Alright, let's race this rat. Oh, I thought I'd hit him there. I thought my hitbox was big enough behind me that it might actually catch that guy. But yeah, at the bottom of the rat race, on each section of the rat race, after you defuse the bomb by punting it, if you can headbutt that rat, maybe I'll show you later, but if you can headbutt that rat, and then punt him off the screen, jump here, it will actually just end the level. And you get a couple opportunities to do it, so maybe I'll try it again. That one didn't fool me. It was like left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left. Come on. Come on, Toad. Not Toad from Mario Bros. Different Toad. That ball hit me every time, so this time I was like, I'll jump. And I hit the A button and it didn't jump. There might have been a lot of too much lag for that input. Yeah, you can kind of see that that guy like showed you where the platform was up ahead, because you can see that he must have been walking on solid ground, right? Didn't have a good opportunity to hit him there. Alright, so we're in some trouble, but this is where you make up time. Make up time! Because the show is about to start. Just barely got him there. Don't know if that was worth doing. I actually died. And then I got hit by the ball again. that was not worth doing. In fact, I think I helped him there. Jesse One Guy, what's going on? That was bad. I think I just screwed myself. Yeah, he's way ahead now. That was really bad. Huh. This was my favorite level as a kid, and, like, played it hundreds of times to the point where I just, like, never ever lost. So it's weird losing to this. But I made some bad judgment calls there. And then I'm not doing this smoothly. That could have been better, but I think I'm fine. Okay, just made it. Rash is one funny Battletoad. Rewind and show us. GG Ness, I'll show it off. After I beat the game. Let's just get behind this guy and ram him. Don't take that out of context. But you literally get, like, ram horns when you do that headbutt attack, and that's clever. Well. Actually, not quite sure why I died there. Okay. That was great. That was great that we made it to level 11 without using a continue. Fred Flintstone. Looks kind of like Bebop? Yeah, I can see that. You have ram horns, it's fine, says Fred Flintstone. You comboed his butt. I did. Game tries to trick you there. Because it looks like you're going to be going to the right next, but you go left. Then there's left down, real quick. Alright. Yeah, for some reason, that was a lot harder on emulator. Okay, so yeah, that's what you want to do with this guy, is headbutt him into a corner, then immediately do your punch combo. Just, like, hold the B button. And you'll punch, 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 and then pick him up. And then you throw him into the corner here. Headbutt, do it again. Timing is a little bit tight. Like lag there. I didn't get it for some reason. Oh, okay, that was great. That was great that we didn't die. That level, Meme Lord and PKU. Sigungung. Frogger do be visiting the gym lately. Mafio Reaper says, what's 9 plus 10? It's really whatever you want it to be, because math isn't real. I'm sorry, 19. Right? 21, says Dabbertoad. Oh, that's it. Malthazar, what's going on? Alright, so we made it back here without using a continue, but, like, this level kicked my butt. It's so long. And there's just so much that can go wrong, and hitboxes are weird and janky here. Well, we use that continue. Fred Flintstone. Love me some Dark Queen, I really do. Alright, I jumped to get better vision of what's above me there. I drank too much, says Nick DeFranchi. You feeling okay? Happy New Year. Yeah, that's the stuff that I hate here on this level. That's really bad, actually. Then this green guy might actually kill me. Oh. But there's another, right? Alright, I made it to the checkpoint. Yeah, that guy spawns in a weird position, so be careful. And it's like kind of hard to judge distance when they're like around the, not corner, but around the side. Ooh, I almost got gassed. Okay, maybe I don't want to bother fighting that guy when he's up high. That was lucky. So was that. This guy's got a ton of HP, though. That was lucky, too. And also a little bit well-timed, I guess. I don't know. I can give myself some credit there. Oh. Dude, this music is great. Oh, says Yosik Galka. Hey, welcome. Yeah, sound design in this game in general, pretty good. Alright. Finally made the jump. This level's so stressful, says Meme Lord. It is. Oh. Yeah, that's the guy that killed me last time when I, like, what you're supposed to do against that guy is when you see him coming. You want to grab onto the poles. I might have done something to mess myself up here. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of this here. Yeah, you gotta do that really fast. It's rather easy to die there. So yeah, obviously when the God of Wind appears on screen, you need to hang on to something so you don't die. Jopo. But last night when I was playing, I grabbed the pole, or I jumped to grab the pole, and it just didn't grab it. Like, I fell right through it, and that's when I was like, oh, shoot, I should have been paying attention. And that's when I was like, alright, I'm rewinding. That's dangerous. Nichiel. What's going on? Man, I am having a tough time pronouncing names today, I feel like. Welcome. That happened multiple times too, before I went to sleep. Grimburn? Yeah, maybe that was it. It was because you didn't have enough sleep. Alright, let's chase this guy, actually. Where'd he go? That was great. Which was apparently an over an hour before stream end. That was almost too early. I think it was here that I just missed the thingy. This is tough. Oh, I made it. This is it. No! I slipped. I literally slipped off the D-pad there. That was it, everyone. That's okay. That sucked. This Muppet Mower, my heart is pounding. Yeah, no, that was a bad one, Obi. Because after that, we made it to the Dark Queen and we're home free. We've used one continue, right? Alright, that was fast, actually. Why do the clouds hate you? Nick the Frenchie? Everything kills you in this game. Avis, how are you? Oh, I thought I was too slow. Was I too late or too early there? I don't remember. Oh, that was bad. Alright, so just keep going left here. We made it. We made it to the Dark Queen. I've got 0 lives left, but I do have a continue, and I'm pretty sure if you continue here, you just start back at the boss. You don't have to do the level again. Because this is technically level 13. Well, I died. I wake up, I see your stream, and you're already in the final level. Chibikami, I had to do it again. Because last night I didn't technically beat it. Because I had to use a rewind. Well, I got bopped there. I'd let her step on me. Who said that last night? Well. She thumped me there after I hit her with the headbutt. That was bad. Alright, I'm gonna play a little safer here. I guess she just buzzes off, huh? I missed. Uh-oh. Do I have another continue? Please tell me I do. Last time I beat her without losing a life, I feel like. Okay, now just avoid the middle here, and we did it. We actually did it, everyone. We beat Battletoads without using any rewind or save states. Did use some continues, but I don't mind that. Dark Lady that easily. I didn't hear what she said. GG is right, Cupid Punch. That's my friend Pimple, who looks a lot like me, but bigger. Woot is right, Cross Streams. GG's, my dude. I was here, says Cupid Punch. Ooh, ropes. And they're green and yellow, like us. Pimple best Toad. Obi, thank you. Keeping it simple, says GG. Hey, thanks everybody. And so the Dark Queen is defeated once again, retreating into the shadowy margins of her galaxy to recoup her losses until the next time. Nick the Frenchie, you behave. Yo, Max Stone with the cool $10 saying, anyone beating that beast deserves mad respect. Hey, Max Stone, thank you so much for the cool 10. Everyone put a stone in the chat. Corn Aguilar, welcome in. Thank you. Only sodas and junk food? Where to who chat? Deepray G, I don't think toads can drink. Like, not that they're not legally allowed, but, I think they get really sick if they have any alcohol, you know? Let's try to show off that glitch that you can do that allows you to skip level 10. The rat race. I think I pulled this off live at one point when I was doing attempts at this game on emulator a while back. Okay, so everyone knows how the rat everyone knows how the rat race works. You have to defuse bombs in this level by punting them, and there are 3 bombs, and every time you kick a bomb away, this rat will, like, dive bomb from the top of the screen and smack his head on the ground, and that's what allows you to go to the next section, I guess. But if you're really good, what you can do is headbutt the rat, and then kick him away out of the level, and you just skip the rest of the level. So I only defused one of those bombs. But then since I booted the rat away, I guess there's no one else to race, and the game's like, go to the next level and race this this crazy ball thing on your motor unicycle. So that's a glitch you can do in Battletoads. I think it's actually not allowed in the, like, 100% all levels category. So that's why some speedruns don't do that. Hi, YouTube Shorts, says Cupid Punch. You know it. Anyway, I don't know. With that, everyone put a stone in the chat again for Max Stone. And I might be done with this game. Oh, you know what? One more thing I want to show you. So I think if you hold... This is called the Toad code. And if you hold A, B, and down as you press start to play, you'll hear an explosion sound effect, which might be there normally now that I'm thinking about it. But then when you start the game, you'll have 5 lives instead of the normal 3. And what's weird about that, though, is that you have to do that every time you continue. So if you get a game over and you want to start your next continue with 5 lives instead of 3, you have to enter the Toad code again. Don't get too cocky, snot skins. Sensors indicate speed bikes dead ahead. Yeah, we warped. We doing warps. Can you show me the pause screen? The music is great. Fred Flintstone? I spilled some water. And then I bopped my microphone. KJ, speedrun Battletoads. Quick guns? Maybe someday. Like, I've always considered maybe doing a speedrun of something. Battletoads wouldn't be that bad. It's at least a fun one, you know? The majority of my Toad knowledge comes from your videos, and those videos is how I've managed to get to level 10 on the NES, but hopefully sometime I can beat it. Yeah, Dapper Toad. No, this is one of those games that, like, you make incremental progress. It's like you finally beat Turbo Tunnel for the first time, then level 4 kicks your ass. But then, you know, you die to it a couple times, and then eventually you're able to beat it consistently. Then level 5 kicks your ass. Then you can make it to level 5 without dying at all. And maybe you die a couple times in level 5, but you make it to level 6, and then level 6 kicks your ass. But every time you game over and spike your controller, you've at least made some progress, or should I say, progress, until it gets to the point where level 12 kicks your ass, and then eventually you beat the game. I mean, that's what was happening with me. I feel like I didn't even play particularly well that playthrough, but we beat the game. Kraken, you know, we weren't really, when we were younger, we didn't really spike the controllers, but if we did, those NES controllers were built to last, and they would break your TV before you broke them, you know? You were more likely to break your thumb than your controller on those old NES controllers. And we were just talking about how, like, Nintendo controllers these days just, like, aren't high quality. But back then... Oop! Oh, man, if I'm, like, really good, I can get this to work. Wait, let me back up even further here. Because I don't remember how to do this glitch, but I'm going to try it a couple times. There's a way to basically skip this level. Well, that's how it starts, but the controller up input wasn't registering. Hold on, maybe that's it. Oh, wait! Did I get it? Not quite. That was close. And I think you just want to hold forward here and, well... Or maybe it's forward and up? The screen is supposed to flash here and then take me to the next level. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to do, everybody. I made a video about this a long time ago, but it's been forever since I thought about this, so I might not remember how to do it. But basically, if you approach this speeder bike and just, like, barely jump into the back of it, but double tap back, you can dash backwards and then hold up. Well. And you'll fall through the screen like this. And then maybe you just want to hold back and up to die here? I think we did it, actually. Not quite. Something's wrong there. Was I supposed to hold back and up the entire time? Daniel N? I got possessed. Yeah, so there's a way to have this glitch take you to level 4, and I'm not quite remembering how to do it. That looks exactly like the level is intended. No issues at all. Actually, you know what? Let's look up a video. Let's check out my friend You Can Beat Video Games. I'm just gonna watch him on my phone here. Because I know he covers this glitch. Yo, Kraken, I'll see you soon. So... Let's see his glitch to skip the turbo tunnel.
The actual bike is advance the screen slowly, then jump towards the back of the bike and double tap backwards as soon as you get on it, and then hold up. If you do it fast enough, you'll fall off the bottom of the screen. When you respawn, be holding up, and as soon as you land, you need to do a little jump, and then double tap right to scoot off the edge.
Okay, yeah, so that's harder than I thought.
Stop holding right, wait a beat, and then start holding left.
Okay, so there's a lot more to it than I remembered. Okay, so I love his channel, says Max Stone. Yeah, I'm on one of his videos. And I made a short about this a long time ago, but I remember it being very picky. So yeah, just like my friend You Can Beat Video Games said, you want to double tap back to dash backwards, like as soon as you land in the bike. And then hold up. You'll die off the screen, jump as soon as you land, and then... I feel like I did it right. So this section, hold up and right, or up and left. I'm not getting it. This is tricky. So I'm rewinding back to the part where at least I did the first part right. I wonder if it just doesn't work on Switch. No, it probably does. This level is evil incarnate, says Soligon. Yeah, a lot of people say that. This is just where the difficulty starts to spike. I'm not getting it. Let's go all the way back. But we just beat the game, and now I'm trying a weird trick that I've gotten to work like once ever in my life. We're getting something to happen here. I like turtles, says Aladdin. Turbo Tunnel, not so bad. It's really not. Shoot. Yeah, this is a really tough glitch. It's not quite happening. Okay, wait. Let me watch his video one more time.
Fast enough, you'll fall off the bottom of the screen. When you respawn, be holding up, and as soon as you land, you need to do a little jump
up,
and then double tap right to scoot off the edge. When you hear yourself die, stop holding right, wait a beat, and then start holding left.
Okay, it's the way to beat that I'm not getting right, I feel like. Alright, so let's do this again. Like, just the first part is the easiest part, and it's hard. Kuma, is this game available on Nintendo 3DS? I'm playing it on Switch. I'm guessing no. Dark Zoma, what's going on? I love fighting frogs. Yeah, like in Cuphead. Actually, there are 2 frogs that you fight in Cuphead, right? That's gotta be a Battletoads reference. Not getting it. You are gaining points while dying. Yeah, because if the game thinks you're in a vehicle, you gain points incrementally. You just gain points over time. Alright, now this part is suddenly way more difficult. Kufid is right, Avis P. Did you learn that from me? I feel like I haven't made that joke in a long time. Okay, so you gotta dash back and then hold up and left to die here. Man, I got it pretty consistently earlier. There we go. Now hold up here, jump when you land, then double tap forward, let go, wait a beat, then hold left. Not quite getting it. Although in the video it looks like he's holding up and left. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, it's the timing of all these inputs that I'm not, like, sure on. That... Oh, I thought that was it. We got some crazy colors to happen. Yeah, that was a weird one, Dapper Dan. Yeah, I'm not sure of the timing on when to hold left. The glitch is harder than the level is, right? Yeah, no, I think I made that joke when I made a video about this the first time. Aladdin, I'm trying to get a glitch to work. And I'm getting some crazy stuff to work. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the rest of the level like this. Cheating. Nicholas D, I'm trying. Hey, Nicholas D, today we beat it without using any save states or any rewind. Alright, y'all. This might not be worth it. Wish you a good year, by the way. Says Aladdin. Hey, appreciate you. Happy New Year. I got something to happen. Well, now it's just exploding over and over again. And, oh, it's beautiful this time of year. Did you try to summon me yesterday? Weren't you there, Nicholas D? More time for a laundry? Yeah, I should do some. Fred Flintstone? Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Hey, thank you so much for watching me beat Battletoads legitimately without using any sort of rewind or save states, and only a couple continues, Jasper Poole. I know all the lyrics of Ballad of the Goddess. I don't. I feel asleep, as they say in Metal Gear. Anyway, I got some chores to do. I have some errands to run, so I'm gonna go do those. Thank you so much for watching me beat Battletoads. Legitimately, Fred Flintstone? Why you put it in quotes? No, we did beat it, and then we were like, all right, let's mess around with weird glitches that I guess do this. But yeah, anyway, I might see you tonight. Happy New Year, everyone. Tell your friends I'm great. Run those Metroids, says Rogue Effect.